B.F. Skinner was a prominent American psychologist who significantly impacted the field of psychology in the 20th century. This presentation will explore Skinner's life and work, particularly in his theories of operant conditioning, a type of learning that uses reinforcement to shape behavior. B.F. Skinner was born in 1904 in Pennsylvania. He initially studied English literature at Hamilton College but later switched to psychology at Harvard University. There, he was influenced by the behaviorist movement, which emphasized the study of observable behavior and the role of environment in shaping it. Skinner's life became a leading figure in behaviorism and made significant contributions to our understanding of learning and behavior. Behaviorism is a school of thought in psychology that emphasizes the study of observable behavior and the role of environment in shaping it. Behaviorists believe that our behavior is a result of interaction with the environment rather than internal thoughts or feelings. This approach stands in contrast to other psychological perspectives that place more emphasis on mental processes. Skinner's work on operant conditioning falls squarely within the behaviorist framework. Operant conditioning is a type of learning that occurs through reinforcement. In operant conditioning, desired behaviors are strengthened by being followed by the positive consequences, rewards, or weakened by the followed by negative consequences, punishments. This process shapes behavior over time, making desired more likely to occur and undesired behaviors less likely to occur. There are two main types of reinforcement: positive reinforcement and negative reinforcement. Positive reinforcement involves presenting a reward after a desired behavior, while negative reinforcement involves removing an unpleasant stimulus after a desired behavior. Positive reinforcement is the most common type of reinforcement and involves presenting a reward after a desired behavior. This reward strengthens the association between the behavior and the positive consequence, making the behavior more likely to occur again in the future. For example, a a dog that receives a treat for sitting will be more likely to sit again in the future in anticipation of another treat. Negative reinforcement is a process where an unpleasant or unwanted stimulus is removed after a desired behavior is performed. This removal of unpleasant stimulus strengthens the association between the behavior and the positive outcome. Removal of the unpleasantness, making the behavior more likely to occur again in the future. For example, a child who takes bitter medicine to avoid being scolded is negatively reinforcing the behavior of taking medicine. Schedules of reinforcement refers to the frequency of timing of reinforcement in operant conditioning. The schedule of reinforcement can significantly impact how quickly a behavior is learned and how persistent it is over time. There are four main types of schedules of reinforcement. First, fixed ratio. Reinforcement is delivered after a set number of responses. For example, a rat receives a food pellet after pressing a lever 5 times. Fixed ratio 5. Variable ratio. Reinforcement is delivered after a variable number of responses. This creates uncertainty and can lead to a high and steady rate of responding. For example, a pigeon receives food for sometimes after pecking twice and sometimes after pecking 10 times. Variable ratio. Third one, fixed interval. Reinforcement is delivered for the first response after a set amount of time has elapsed. This can lead to a pattern of responding where the organism emits few responses initially, then increases responding as the time interval nears completion. For example, a child receives a sticker for the first time and they say please every 15 minutes. Fixed interval 15 minutes. And the last and final one, variable interval. Reinforcement is delivered for the first response after a variable amount of time has elapsed. This can also lead to a high and steady rate of responding as the organism is unsure whether when when the next reinforcement will occur. For example, a teacher praises a student for participating in a class at unpredictable times throughout the day. Variable interval. The choice of reinforcement schedule depends on the on the desired outcome. For example, a fixed ratio schedule can be effective for achieving a specific number of responses quickly, while a variable ratio schedule can be useful for maintaining a consistent rate of responding over time. Shaping is a technique used in operant conditioning to train complex behaviors. It involves reinforcing successive approximations of the desired behavior, gradually molding the organism's behavior towards the final goal. For example, a sea lion trainer might start by reinforcing the sea lion for simply looking at a ball, then gradually reinforcing closer and closer approximations of balancing the ball on its nose until the final behavior is achieved. The Skinner box is an apparatus frequently used in operant conditioning experiments. It typically consists of a chamber with a lever or button that the animal can manipulate. When the animal presses the lever, it receives a reward, such as food or water. The Skinner box allows researchers to precisely control the environment and observe how an animal's behavior changes in response to reinforcement. B.F. Skinner's work on operant conditioning has a significant impact on various fields. In psychology, his theories have been applied to understand and modify human behavior in areas like animal training, education, and therapy. In education, Skinner's ideas influenced the development of programmed learning and teaching machines. Skinner's work also sparked discussions about applying behavioral principles to address social issues. Skinner's emphasis on observable behavior and environmental control has been criticized for neglecting the role of internal thoughts, emotions, and genetics in shaping human behavior. B.F. Skinner's work on operant conditioning has been highly influential, but it has also received some criticism. One major criticism is that Skinner's emphasis on observable behavior de-emphasizes the role of mental processes. Critics, critics argue our thoughts, feelings, and intentions significantly influence our behavior. For example, a student may study hard, but not just because they will get a good grade reinforcement, but also they are intrinsically motivated to learn internal process. Additionally, Skinner's theories may oversimplify the complexities of human behavior. Human behavior is influenced by a multitude of factors beyond the environmental and the reinforcement schedules. Genetics, social content, and individual differences all play a part in shaping how we think, feel, and act. B. F. Skinner's work on operant conditioning has been a major contribution to the field of psychology. His theories have provided valuable insights into how we learn and how our behavior is shaped by the environment. Skinner's ideas have had a significant impact on various fields, including animal training, education, and therapy. Operant conditioning principles are still used today in many areas, from training animals to modifying human behavior. While Skinner's work has been criticized for his emphasis on observable behavior and neglect of internal processes, it remains a cornerstone of our understanding of our learning. I hope these slides provide a helpful review overview of B.F. Skinner and his contributions to psychology. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and see you in the next video.